Hello guys, this is Ty the Movie Guy 22 with not another guys, sorry, second to last chapter of Forrest of the Forsaken. Okay, so this is pretty much where the end game is actually gonna happen. Some wild fights happen in this chapter, some big surprises, and oh boy, it just leads into the big final chapter next Wednesday night. And when I tell you that this first book ends with one hell of a cliffhanger, I literally mean one hell of a cliffhanger. For this one, buckle up because it's going to be a pretty bumpy ride and exciting. So here we are. Chapter 16, entitled Darkest Wings Take Flight. Okay. So we last left off with Patrick and Patrick about to fight Mason. Patrick, are you sure you can handle this alone? I said. I can do it, Tyler. I can do it, Tyler. No worries. This guy, sorry guys, this guy is no match for me. Poor simple Patrick. Simple-minded and stupid to think you can face me. I escaped to the facility, didn't I? The facility was easy. A moron like you could probably do it. Or Dylan. Dylan, not so much. Hey! Dylan muttered. I wondered where we all were. Tyler, what was that? Tyler, Patrick exclaimed. Yes? Yeah, Pat? Don't go after Morris yet. Trust me. We need to get through all of these guys first, and that's going to be a hell of a challenge. Don't I know it, brother? You need to focus up, buddy. You seem kind of distracted. I know. Well, let's do this. Patrick crouches into a stance. So does Mason. Before I can even blink my eyes, Patrick and Mason had flown into the air. Well, not flown, but jumped high into the air and started trading barrages of punches and kicks towards each other. Patrick got him in a sleeper hold, but then Mason deflected it and put Patrick in an ankle lock. Then Patrick kicked him in the face. Ha! I broke your nose, nerd! I don't think so. Ah, damn it! Regenerative healing for villains suck. I bet you would say that. Man! He kicks him in the leg, then in the face, then in the leg again, trying to get a head up. Mason then suddenly. Patrick is distracted and Mason cheap shots him. He punches him hard with his stomach. Ugh! Pat! It's okay, Tyler. Why haven't you left yet, damn it? I'm trying to take care of him on my own. Then Mason started to grow his wings, expanding. I fire back a kinetic energy shot, but he blocks it. Our time to battle will come soon enough, Tyler. And then you will slowly remember why we were meant to fight each other. True lumen angel versus a true dark lumen. Let's see who wins, dark or light. The light will always triumph over evil. So you say. Sorry, guys. So you say. Then again, you say a lot of things. So do you, Mason. We can't do this by ourselves. We can't do this alone, Pat. You can't beat him by yourself. I know that. I'm just trying to distract him. From what? Greg, now! Patrick puts his arms down in a defensive position and makes a defense circle. Kinetic electric cannon! He shoots Gwen. Not Gwen, sorry. He shoots, Greg shoots lightning to around Mason's feet, but he dodges it. Shit! Greg exclaimed. Looks like the two of you are no, even the two of you are no match for me. So you say. Greg looks at me. Tyler, you have to keep moving. Leah, Quinn. Hello. Leah's like, hello. And Quinn's like, Greg, is everything okay? Yes. Yes, don't you worry. What about, wait, what about Han? Quinn broke his damn neck. She said, and it was awesome how I did it. She smirks a bit. Good job, Gwen. Good job, Quinn. I knew you can do it. Then suddenly, Quinn's eyes began to change of color, like a cerulean blue. Honey, you're transforming. Not quite, Greg had said. Her eyes aren't the shade of blue that they need to be yet. You're much closer to awakening your true form. How close am I? You'll be You'll be able to transform soon enough, brother. And just when the time is right. Suddenly, two bad guys come up behind me. Tyler, behind you! Mother. Hello, my love. I need you to stay focused, please. I will. Take Quinn. No, honey. I'm gonna stay and fight. But you're pregnant. So, I can still fight. I just killed a man while pregnant, so. Fair enough. Excuse me. Hold on. Soon, fair enough, my love. She skipped merrily as we went to go fight other soldiers. And suddenly, Patrick and Dylan, Patrick, Dylan, and Greg fought against Mason to a standstill. Suddenly, Mason began to sprout a horn on the top of his head. His eyes began to turn demonic purple. And Dylan looks at him and says, wow, and I thought you were even uglier when we were younger. I guess I was wrong. You're still pretty ugly. Insolent fool, he said in a demonic hushed tone. With conviction, he had said, "This place will be your grave, and yours, and yours, and your brother, because you are too powerless to stop me." So you think. You still have to destroy our soldiers before you can even get through me or Morris Anderson. I know that. I quiet my mind, take a deep breath, and say, and I have this weird feeling inside of me, peaceful and serene, and now it feels like I could use my powers way more and do incredible things with it. I put my hands together, I hold them out, palms forward. Sorry, guys. I hold them out, palms forward. And, and bushes and other forms of the earth take place. And I say, I call upon the power of the forest, all of the things that look for peace and are destroyed, exacting revenge on our enemies. I make a gesture with my hands. I call upon a new attack. Guardians of the earth, help me! Kinetic wild preservation. This attack had quite a reach, as it sent a shockwave of needles, pine, and logs in the direction of any villain that was in its path. It killed numerous soldiers, and suddenly I was... Sorry, guys. Probably shouldn't film this late, but let's get back to the story. We were just using our powers, and suddenly I backed out. Blacked out. I blacked out. Tyler! Greg grabbed me. That attack must have taken a lot out of him. That must have taken a lot out of him. Greg. I said, Greg. Patrick had said, "Yes, Pat?" You and Tyler were one of my best friends, and you still are. What are you doing? You know what I have to do. You know what I have to do. Greg, you know what I have to do. Patrick, don't be a fool. The Red Dragon Serum hasn't worked on you. I need it to. For my friend's sake. He takes a crimson vial out of his back pocket, and he downs it in one gulp. His eyes turn a crimson, darkish red, and suddenly they become a normal color. And he says, "Oh yeah, I am feeling the burn. I am feeling awesome." Tyler, wake up. Mason flees. "You're not getting away from me that easily." Patrick slams the ground and the vines grab him. Ah! Tyler. Come on, friend. Please wake up, buddy. He pokes me in the stomach and awakens me. Hat. Hey, there he is. He lifts me up and then says, "Oh yeah, us brothers together again, sticking it out through and through. Thank you for staying and fighting. Of course, that's what us brothers do. We help each other out of a situation. Indeed. Now let's get to it. Mason. Was that Mason is still captured? Suddenly, Mason tried to attack Patrick. Patrick grabbed his arm and broke it. Then he stabbed Patrick in the neck. Is that he then suddenly stabbed Patrick in the neck? Wait, no. He stabbed Patrick in the neck, but he stepped on his foot before he can reach his neck. Then suddenly he tried to attack again. And tries to stick the knife into Patrick's neck yet again. And Greg, "Patrick, behind you!" Greg pushes him out of the way. We all turn around and look. Greg! Brother! Please. This isn't the end for you, please. Come on. Patrick, help me restart him. He's not a car. For God's sake, help me, brother. Okay. Unification mind. Come forth and let us bring our powers combined. Through the strength of these trying times, let the powers of our hearts combine. And we zap him awake. Wake up. Wake up, you jolly green jerk. We got work to do. Dylan's like, "Yeah, wake up, you slacker." Slacker? Is that slacker? I was just stabbed in the neck, you idiot. You'll live. Good thing you missed a vital part. Even our regenerative healing could help with that. Wait, your regenerative healing works still? Yes, it can only be disrupted by a fallen bullet. Now let's finish Mason off once and for all. I suddenly awaken a much more stronger power inside of me and say, "Mason, curses, I have been foiled by the likes of you two. Mason, all this time I've been holding back because you were my old friend, and now I know there is nothing left of you that is good. Took you this long to figure it out. My word, you even were more of an idiot than I remember." Let's finish this. You really think you could destroy me this time? I take a knife and slam it into the ground and look at him and say, "Your ass is mine. Let's do it." I jump with a flurry of magic I'm able to attack very well. I punch him, kick him, and break one arm and one leg. And I attack you some more. He gets in his attacks. I am felled almost by 3 roundhouse kicks, a stab underneath the armpit, and a stab in the back of the leg. All of us fight back. I'm able to heal and fight against him. Leah helps out. Leah, don't get involved. I can handle him on my own. But no buts. I can do this. I know I can. No, you can't. I wasn't talking to you. I land a barrage of punches yet again. And still it felt like I was getting nowhere. Alright. Let's finish this. Together. I grab him, run up a tree. So I wrap my arms around his waist, run up a tree, and slam his head into the ground. I pull out a Bowie knife. Let's say, this is where it all ends. I throw a knife into the tree. Dylan's like, nice aim, brother. You hit a tree, not him. Dylan, I'm not gonna kill you, Mason. Why? I'm not the bad guy. You are. You, your father, and your brother will all face punishments for your sins. You really believe so? Keep laughing while you have a chance. 'Cause you won't get another. If I ever catch you again. What? You'll kill me? You poor deluded fool. Patrick shoots him in the leg. Smarts, doesn't it? Smarts, doesn't it? Not even at all. Curses, this guy's strong. Mason calls in a helicopter to help him retreat. And Patrick says, good. Let that be a lesson to you. And don't worry. We'll come back for you and your father and brother. Tell Thomas we'll be waiting for him in Armitage City. Tell him we'll be waiting in Armitage City. If you'll even make it through this. Go crying to Daddy. He's waiting for you. I high-five Patrick. Now we have to figure out what to do with the rest of these guards. I know. We send out bolts of our kinetic energy at them. And they seem to suddenly just keep coming. And then a few more commanding officers, like Cobalt, Steinsgale, and Normatus, give us a 10-minute reprieve. We drink water and hydrate ourselves. Please let us be okay in this fight. I prayed to myself and for my friends. Mother. Yes, honey? Did I do the right thing by letting Mason live? Shouldn't I have killed him? My love, killing would not have brought you any peace. It would only make you angrier and filled with regret. He was my best friend. I know, but he was lost to darkness, a darkness that took hold. I didn't want you going through that. I wouldn't want you to live through that kind of pain of killing someone that you cared for once. I know. She wrapped one of her wings around me and said, "My dear boy, the way you win this war will be entirely on you. Please, try not to kill Morris. But please majorly injure him for everything he's put our family through." "I will, Mom." I hug her. Suddenly, tears stream down my face. "My darling, what is it?" I've been so concerned and so afraid. And now, I'm leading my own army. Yes, yes, you are, my love. You're leading your own army, and you are braver than you even remembered. And suddenly, we had collected our forces. Leah and the rest were slipping in and out of consciousness from tiredness, and I banged my shield and faced the army head on by myself. Greg's like, "Tyler, they'll kill you. There's too many of them." "Then at least I'll die knowing I protected most of the village." I ignite my blade with fire, and I use my dad's old, and I start to think about using dad's old dagger, but I keep it hidden, just in case I would need it for later. Now, everyone said, "Greg, I love you, Patrick, Quinn, Leah, and Dylan. I would never want any of you to die for me. I can't let you get hurt. Look at you. You got stabbed in the neck. Quinn got shot. I can't let any more harm come to you because of me." "That's not your decision," he said. He scowled and said, "That's not your decision, Tyler. We would gladly risk our lives for you to fulfill your destiny." That's right, Leah said. "We're here to help." Everyone got up and wrapped their arms around me and said, "Are we going to win this war or not?" Dylan rebutted. And then, suddenly, we hear footsteps. An entire legion. She's all like, Quinn's like, "Don't worry, my love, we'll make it through this." "How?" "Well, I'm glad you asked." "No!" She's like, "No!" And numerous footsteps were chattering around me. I could hear them dissipating and reappearing. I opened my eyes, and to my shock, it's the legion of villagers who decided to take the serum and fight back. How many soldiers? How many people would we have? About 815. Wow, that's quite a number. Look at that. Quinn brings over the body of Lawrence Hahn. Excuse me, and she lifts him up in the air. He's not. He's not. He doesn't have his head cut off or anything. She grabs him by the shirt and says, "This is your old master, and now he is dead. So any of you who want to join him, keep fighting. Any of you who don't, you may leave now. And I'm not bluffing." She drops him and stomps on his face. "This is why I love you, Quinn." She smiled and kissed my forehead. "Patrick, this is no time. This is no time for kissing. Quinn, kiss him on your own time. What do you think I'm doing?" And we turn around, stand together with the soldiers, and we all charge at them. Most of his fleet had disappeared for some odd reason, and it was about an even number. So we had 800, they had about 500 left. The other 40-ish thousand men and women fled as soon as they saw that Lawrence Hahn is dead. I knew that's all we needed to send them away. Patrick looked at me. Patrick and I'm sorry. Patrick and Quinn looked at me and said, "Tyler, go. Dylan, go. Chase after Morris." Indeed. Before we go, I kiss Quinn passionately and give Patrick a hug and say, "Brother, I know." I know. "Now win this war," Patrick said with enthusiasm. "All right, let's do it." We raced up the mountain to the highest peak, and we get ready to stand before each other in a clash. "Morris, after all this time, it's time." Is that Dylan's like, "Morris, after all of this time, we're ready to face you head on." "You are ready. Tyler isn't. Or is he?" "I'm ready to face you and kill you if I have to. My dear boy, you were never going to kill me." "And what makes you so sure?" "Because I've seen your future, and it is bleaker than most. My future is something that only I will decide. Other than God, he can decide it too. I decide and God decides what my future holds." "My dear boy, are you ready? Willing and able? Let's finish this the way we started it. Together. This time, Morris, you won't walk away from this situation alive. No, my boy, you will not. You think you can come forth and attack? Then strike true and strike hard, because you won't get another opportunity. I don't mind dying, as long as it means that you go along with me. I take off my shield, take off my armor and boots. Dylan complies and does the same. We look and say, "This is the end. The sun will rise on a new day, and the next breath I take will be the new breath of relief and of my new life, rid of you. Let's finish this fight." Dylan looked at me and said, "Yeah, let's finish this." We stare each other down and prepare for the greatest battle that we have faced yet. Will we be ready? All will be revealed in the next light. End of chapter 16. Okay, guys, that was a little bit of a long one, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Next Wednesday is unfortunately, it is the climax of the book. So, a big, exciting fight between them, shocking secrets, and most importantly, a betrayal / cliffhanger that will leave you guessing until the very end. And I really hope you've enjoyed it. And I really hope you enjoy the final chapter, because I've enjoyed so much making it. And you better believe that a sequel is on the way. It might take some time, but it'll be worth it. This is Ty the Movie Guy signing off.